if you suspect, even to the slightest degree, that you might be spiritually gifted, stick around because I wish I had known this years ago. But you know how when you're watching a program about psychics, whether it's reality or fiction, either way, it's got like this whole big backstory about how it's a like a fifth generation gift, and the person saw their spirit guides or saw spirits ever since they were little. They would see a man in the living room and they'd never met him, and it turned out it was their grandpa. When they saw a picture, they recognized him. You know how it is, like a whole big story, right? Well, I didn't feel comfortable embracing the term psychic for a long time because I thought it had to be like one specific way that was painted on TV and that you had to see the visions clearly. Upon learning that it's not like that is when I got much more comfortable with the term psychic. So before that, it was spiritually gifted. And then from there, I had to kind of explore myself a bit. Well, anyways, I would always wonder, like, why I didn't have imaginary friends, really. Like, they were kind of painted in my own imagination, but they weren't imaginary friends. They were like celebrities that I would imagine, like, what they would say to me and stuff like that, if they could help me through my problems. And I also have this one teddy bear that I remember getting him when I was like 3. I've had him for years. I won't say how long because he's as old as I am, but I got him from my uncle, and my uncle passed a few years ago, and so I couldn't really deal with the bear at that point. I still have issues with it, but before that it was like I was inseparable even into adulthood, and I would get this wisdom because as a child I struggled emotionally, so I ended up bringing a lot of what I now know to be depression and anxiety into adulthood. And that bear was always there telling me it's going to be okay. It's going to work itself out and giving me wisdom that was much beyond my years, or even at times where I couldn't listen to logic or rationality or anything. That bear was there, and not being able to connect with him in that same way and setting him to the side because it was too painful really highlighted that energy or those messages coming through, because it was like I didn't get them like that anymore. So I have noticed that I would always get, if I wasn't around the bear, I would get like messages in the voices of my favorite celebrities. So right now, one of my spirit guides knows that I need patience and understanding and kindness, and I am getting those messages as Victoria Rowell, in her character of Dr. Amanda Bentley, which is lovely because I just love her.